Okay everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video on Gran Turismo 7. I'm back with the new daily races that will be taking place next week, and we're going to let you see if it's going to be a race or leave it week. So starting off, we're at race A and we are at Suzuka short track. Now this is on, as you're going to see the settings in a minute, we are on sports hard tyres, so it's going to probably be something like a hot hatch or anything. It's going to be very hard to predict what car this is because we know how daily races go, but yeah, predicted laps between 6 to 8. We are on sports hard tyres, like I've just said, times 1 fuel, times 1 tyre wear, and yeah, for me, I'm not a massive fan of the short version of this track. It is quite popular with quite a few drivers, so I find it just ends up being a little bit chaotic, especially with it being daily A, and it gets a little bit pushy through the corners because there's not many places you can overtake on this track. But this is the combo that will be daily race A. Now, let me know what you think of that as a daily race A in the comment section. Are you going to be doing it? Are you going to be leaving it? For me, probably won't be doing the most of it, but we'll definitely give it a go. We always try it out and see what the racing's like. Sometimes it can be entertaining depending on the car, so it will be interesting what car they pick. Now, obviously, I'm just driving in the Civic because it could be something along them lines. It's probably very unlikely to be the Civic, but trying to guess what car it is based on sports hard tyres is very, very difficult. But this is the combo that you should be racing for daily race A according to the info that we have. So Suzuka short. Now we're going to move on to daily race B now and let you know what daily race B track will be and what our predicted car is going to be. So we're at daily race B, Spa, in group 4 or group 3. We're not 100% sure about this yet. Predicted laps is going to be 4. Tyres, racing hard, times 1 fuel, times 1 tyre wear. Now, just on the predicted laps, it is possible it's going to be 3 laps if it is Group 4 because they have ran 3-lap races here in the past. Now, in terms of if it's Group 3, could be an interesting one for car choice because obviously a few changes. I still think the Genesis will be incredibly strong here if it is Group 3. But the Porsche might be able to be reasonable in race conditions because of racing hard tyres. This is where it makes it quite hard to predict because it's racing hard tyres. We've just come from Group 3 as daily race C, so will they go to Group 3 for daily race B? And it is very much dependent on what daily race C will be, which we're not 100% sure at the moment. So yeah, it could be an interesting combo. I think it would be good to see the BOP at this track with a long straight and fast corners, a few slow corners, how the BOP would fare, the new BOP in Group 3 with default setup. So fingers crossed on this week, chat, that we've got some default setup races for daily race B and C, and we can really test out the BOP on this combination. If it is Group 3, I predict it would probably be Group 4 laps. If it is Group 4, it is a possibility it'll be a very short 3-lap race. We'll wait and see for that one. But let me know in your comments what you think about this combo. Will you be racing it? Will you be leaving it? You know, if it's Group 3, will you race? If it's Group 4, will you race? Love to know them comments, to read them comments in the comment section. So final race, we have daily race C, and we are at Suzuka GP track. So yeah, 2 races at Suzuka. Bit of a strange one, but yeah, they could have chose something different, maybe along the lines for daily A or whatever. Predicted laps is 8 to 10 because again, it could be Group 3, it could be Group 4, it could even be Group 2, it could even be Group 1 in theory because Group 1 normally do a rolling start. Now, times 2 fuel, times 3 tyre wear on medium tyres with a required pit. It does, you know, I would actually love this to be Group 1 with a required pit stop and custom slipstream on. That would actually be pretty damn good because I think the Porsche would be very, very strong in Group 1. So yeah, that would be an interesting week. However, I'm going to go with what my head tells me for this combo and probably Group 4. Now, you might be thinking, oh no, Mazda race. You will be wrong because I don't think the Mazda will be particularly strong on this combo if it is Group 4. It might be reasonable. You might be able to compete with it, but I don't think it will be the go-to car because cars like Supra, Ferrari, McLaren, Citroen, NSX, Jaguar, Mercedes SLS, they should all be very, very good cars around here. So it could actually be quite an interesting week in Group 4 with the BOP because there'll be a lot of different cars you could probably try out in this one, and it might actually be fairly entertaining. So we'll wait for this one to see what the combo is. Obviously, there will be no dynamic weather because we have the required pit stop. That means there's no chance of getting any weather in this week's race again, unfortunately. But yeah, it could be an interesting combo. It could lead to some good racing. We'll see how this fares for next week. It's quite hard to predict. My head tells me Group 4, but I would love it to be Group 1 with a custom slipstream on so you can actually follow, and it could provide some pretty entertaining racing, especially, you know, them high-speed corners in Group 1, and being able to stick to another car would be brilliant with that slipstream that we had on in Super Formula Race at Interlagos. But again, let me know in the comments what you think. Will you be racing this? Would you leave it based on the track, or what group would you prefer? Love to read the comments to see what people's perception is. Different people like different things. Everyone likes different stuff. That's a great thing about racing. Not everyone likes the same thing, so really interested to see that. So remember, do hit the like button as well, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in them comments what you think of these races, and if you're going to be leaving it next week. Do you want default setups? Do you want setups on? It's always good information to read through and gather some general opinion on what people want from Gran Turismo 7. So yeah, I will see you for these races definitely next week. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that like. Take care, everyone.